So our front is mostly going to be moving through northern Utah about 8 p.m. until 1 a.m. Let me show you what it feels like right now because it's cold for portions of the state, but here along the Wasatch Front, not bad temperature-wise, low 50s for Provo, Salt Lake, and Ogden. But take a look over into Nevada, 23 for Elko, 15 for Ely. We have those cold temperatures headed our way in just a couple of hours. As you wake up tomorrow morning here along the Wasatch Front, the chance for some snow. First thing tomorrow morning, temperatures into the mid-20s as you're waking up for Wednesday. Here's what I want you to know for the Wednesday morning commute. It has potential to be very dicey. I'll get to those details in just a second. Strong southerly winds today. That's why those east to west roads have been creating a problem. Now, we do have high wind warnings included here along the Wasatch Front and across western Utah along I-80 out towards Wendover. That's going to expire at 6 o'clock tonight. We'll continue with gusty conditions across southern Utah. We're also starting to see some of this precipitation moving in. Valley rain, mountain snowfall initially. As soon as our cold front moves through, those snow levels plummet down to the valley floors. So our first winter storm warnings of the season for the Wasatch Front valleys. We're mostly looking at 2 to 5 inches of snow for the valleys. If you're in a valley that typically sees those higher amounts, like down towards Sandy, the benches, you're mostly looking at about 5 to 10 inches of snow. For the mountains, mainly 1 to 2 feet, probably not quite 2 feet, maybe closer to a foot and a half, but locally higher amounts will be possible. Travel with caution. This is going to be until Wednesday at 11 a.m. And then the other concern, the roads may have a layer of ice underneath the snow. So we have winter storm warnings for the mountains all across the state and for the Wasatch Front valleys. And then we have winter weather advisories for the valleys across west central Utah and extreme southern Utah. Overnight temps close to 25 to 30 when you're waking up for Ogden, Salt Lake, Provo at 7 o'clock in the morning. Cold temperatures during the day tomorrow. So as we look at those temps at 3 o'clock, we're not much warmer. We're right around freezing tomorrow for Provo, Salt Lake, and Ogden, but we're going to see quite a bit of clearing. Let me show you Futurecast on our European model here. This is one of the forecast models that usually does a pretty decent job of giving you a good bigger picture of where the storm's going to be hitting and what kind of precipitation you can expect. This particular model has our snow changing over, our rain changing over to snow, I should say, here along the Wasatch Front almost exclusively by about 10 o'clock. I think we're going to start seeing those snow flurries mixing in, especially with any more intense precipitation. The heavier the precipitation, the better chance it does change to snow more quickly. So we've got the chance for valley rainfall initially, then this particular model has us changing over to snow here along the Wasatch Front by about 9-10 o'clock. We'll keep the chance for snow along our I-15 corridor through 4-5 a.m. tomorrow here for much of the state, and then we'll continue with some lingering snow possible for our valleys through early tomorrow morning. Then by Wednesday at about 4 o'clock, so in 24 hours we'll have clearing, but we're going to have some very cold temperatures behind it and another chance for some snow into Thursday morning for the northern half of the state. And with that, colder temperatures leading into that system, so any snow that does fall will have a better chance of accumulating more quickly. So slick roads tonight. There may be a layer of ice underneath our snow, so please keep that in mind. We're going to want to travel with caution. If you got the chance to work from home tomorrow here along the Wasatch Front, I would recommend doing so. Those temps into the 20s starting at about 3-4 a.m. Future snow, we're going to have that potential through here along the Wasatch Front, mainly 1 to 4 to 5 inches of snow for many of you. Mountains mostly up to a foot and a half. And then for our future snow here along the Wasatch Front, we could end up with those snow totals, mainly 1 to 5 inches of snow, Fillmore 3 to 8. And I should say for the Wasatch Mountains, we're looking at close to a little more than 2 feet of snow actually. So we could see up to about 25-28 inches of snow for the Wasatch Mountains. For St. George, 40s starting tomorrow. We'll take you into the 40s through this upcoming weekend. And then by next week, we're back into the 50s. Here along the Wasatch Front, our temps will be right around freezing the next few days. Highs in the 30s through this upcoming weekend. 40s return next week. But we've got another chance for some snow with that next system Thursday into Friday with very cold overnight temperatures for this upcoming weekend.